to feel it right here, like I said, which is my problem area.
Exactly, all over here. So now we're going to go on to a 10-minute core workout to strengthen our core, to strengthen our lower back. And the key is to actually only work the muscle and do it pain-free, right? So let's say if we're doing an exercise and you actually feel it in your neck, that means there's something off with your technique. So why work out your core, right? So what we're going to do is we're only going to do the core exercises where you can literally just feel your ab muscles. That's the goal. Okay? Pain-free. Okay? So the first thing I want you to do is understand how to do this one even correctly or correcter. Right? So your right hand is behind your head and the elbow is diagonally facing the left knee. Your back is flat, but if you notice, I come up a certain way. This is the way I come up. See this? So I'm actually literally strengthening my core right here. And then when I go down, I go full down, which means my right elbow is actually touching the mat. Do you get that? Right? Because you're actually stretching your core. Right? So the muscle responds to a stretch and a contract reflex.
Okay.
So I want to see 15 of those, where at the end of 15 you're telling me you're just feeling this.
Okay.
So get started. Okay, we're going to do 15 together. Really focusing on that muscle. And this is where you know you're not feeling pain in your neck, pain in your lower back. Once you've done 15, do the other side too. See that control? And 15. Switch. Contract. Stretch. Contract. Stretch. Stretch. Stretch.
Okay, I'm switching.
Okay, switch to the next 15. And 2 more for the coach. 1, 2. So, here's how you take inventory. I don't know if you felt it, but I felt it all in my abs.
I really don't, and I'm concentrating on my abs, but I'm just not feeling the burn in my abs.
You're not feeling the burn, but are you engaging your abs? Do you actually feel that it's the ab muscle working?
Well, I'm concentrating on it, so...
Good. And then when you're done, I'm going to teach you how to tighten up your form with your plank. Okay, so this is how I want you to do your plank. Many different ways to do a plank, but when we do a plank today, for the purpose of this, we're going to ask ourselves, are we only feeling it in this region? If the answer is yes, we've succeeded, right? So the way I do that is I go on the elbow, I do a crunch. This is a crunch. Exhale, and I stay like this. If you look at my side profile, it might look like I'm a little bit on the higher end, but that's only because I'm doing a crunch. If I do completely here, my abdominal walls open up, right? And you already know this, in postnatal training, we have to retrain our clients to bring them back in. So I want you to make sure that you understand the same thing works for us, where we're gonna work the abdominal walls coming in together. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And the power of the breath. Deep exhale. Tell me where you feel it.
The definitely in the, where my belly button is.
Your belly button, right? Okay, so here's the question. What if I said lower the belly button up a little bit more? Or lower the hips a little bit lower? Do you still feel the abs?
Yes.
Okay, so let's stay for another 15 seconds. Okay, let's stay for another 15 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now to further work your abs, you've got to release your lower back because your lower back gets tight. So in between the ab set, we're gonna open up the knees wide, right? Walk your elbows out and get into a prayer stretch. Okay, all the way down. Walk your fingers forward. And at that point, I want to literally see everything on the back end stretch. Keep walking your fingers forward if that helps. And rest. Okay, let's go to plank number 2. Once again, 3, 2, 1, go.
And this is the plank with the crunch, right? Because that's what I'm doing.
Correct. Working the abs. 15 seconds. Focusing on nothing but the abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, rest. Now, you're going to go back to the bridges on the chair for 20 reps. Because that's what's going to strengthen your glutes and it's going to further protect your lower back because your glutes and your hamstrings are around your lower back. So I want to see that.
5?
20. 20 reps, 2 down, 2 up. Get started. All the way up a little bit. Controlled form. Excellent work. And then when you're done 20 of those, we're going to do one more set of abs and then actually a lower back strengthening exercise for you because your lower back sensitivities. And this is like one of the safest way to do a core workout proper way with proper science and anatomy.
Already feeling a little better.
Good. In where? You're feeling better in the lower back or the upper back? Where are you feeling better?
Like my neck, everywhere.
Okay. What did I tell you about the exercise? Exercise is medicine. Just have to learn how to do it the right way. Okay.
Ooh. 3 more.
Okay. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do next.
Woo.
So what I'm going to show you next, there is an advanced version of it, but then there is a intermediate version of it. So I'm going to teach you the intermediate version first for your core, and then we'll see if you can do the advanced version of it, right? Without you hurting your herniated disc, right? So the way to do that is, once again, you know how in the beginning of the core session, I taught you that you're only supposed to feel your abs. If you feel anything else, that's for the purpose of this session, you want to use it as a red flag. Remember that?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is the advanced version. Okay, now it's even advanced for me because there's no forgiveness in this one. So the way you want to do this is a couple of fundamentals in your anatomy. A, is your back supported, right? And B, if you notice, granted, my legs are up in the tabletop and my hip flexor muscles are engaged. I mean, I can't turn them off. It is required for my hip flexors to hold me. But here's what I'm doing. I'm going to put my hands here, behind the head. I'm going to tuck my chin in, and then I'm going to send the brain signal here, like this. And then down on the elbows. And then down on the elbows. So you notice how there's a little bit of an arch here? That's natural. Now watch this. The pulling comes from the abs.
So the legs are staying pretty much, you're not really moving them.
Yeah, I'm not moving my legs. Because what the legs do for me is it actually forces me to engage my lower belly button and the lower abs where most people are the weakest, and my hip flexor muscles to stay put. Does that kind of make sense? So I'm training for stability while I'm contracting my abs. Does that make sense to you?
Got it. Okay.
Okay. All right,
So here to here.
Yeah, but see, you're still using your neck.
Am I? Okay.
Yeah, there is a habitual thing for you using your neck. And then, if I were you, I'd bring the chin in a tiny bit. No. I said tiny bit. There you go. And that could be part of your problem, that you could actually be using your neck for a lot of things. And you know, it's obviously not one thing, it's a whole picture, right? Like sitting behind a desk, sitting behind a computer, not training the posture, all this stuff. We're like undoing every habit that we've been doing for years and years. So once you've done 20 of those, I'm going to teach you one more lower back strengthening exercise, and then we're going to do one more plank, and then we'll see how everything around your spine and everything around your core feels. Does that make sense to you?
Okay.
And then on Friday we'll do tomorrow we'll do one of the harder workouts. Depending on how you feel, you tell me. How was that?
Good. I hope I did it right.
No, you did. I mean, you fixed it. It's not perfect, but you fixed a little bit of it. I don't think perfection is expected as you're fixing your form. So one of the things that we're going to use for our lower back strengthening, which once again goes into what we should be doing if we're sitting behind a desk, is actually a combination of things. All right. So once again, for your neck and for your lower back, do you remember the fanning where we have the hands up? Do you remember the legs are up in the air and the shoulder blades are up in the air? So watch this. 1, turn the thumbs up, squeeze shoulder blades. 2, down, turn. 3, down, turn. 4, down, turn. 5, down, turn. 6, down, turn. 7, down, turn. 8, down, turn. 9, down, turn. 10, down, turn. 11, down, turn. 12, down, turn. Now, I want you to do a plank and tell me if you feel more together in your core and like the body has integrity.
The last exercise, was it like this and then like this?
So it's the fanning of the Superman and that the thumbs come up on both sides.
Okay, I was doing it correctly then.
Yeah, so up, fanning. Now let's do a plank. Go for it. So you're still doing it the way you're crunching your abs. That's a good thing.
Well, isn't that what you want me to do?
Yep, exactly. And then is it possible for you to engage your shoulder blades a bit or no? Yeah, stay like that. And then in about 15 more seconds, you're going to tell me whether you feel more together In fact, we'll test you out. We'll do a set of push-ups and then see if your performance exercises have improved too because of the whole core work and fixing your windows, your loose pockets. Okay, rest. How do you feel?
I feel okay, but if push-ups are going to be the tall tale, that might be scary.
Right, but push-ups are always going to be tough. Just the way we do it is just going to we just have to know whether core training and all the spine work we're doing is that making your performance exercises better.
Okay.
Right, like an athlete, you want to know all the prep work you're doing, is it making you fitter? You know, like easy to move. Okay, so we'll go to the same thing. We'll do the 2 down, 2 up. Shoulder blades, belly button in, shoulder blades engaged. And then we'll do the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So keep going. Let's take a look at you. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Brilliant. Your core looks great. 1, 2, 1, 2. Core looks awesome. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. On that one you didn't go low. 1, 2. What happened to your breathing? Inhale down, exhale up. How many more you got?
This is 10.
Okay, 2 more to go.
Woo!
What's your observation or your assessment on how the push-ups felt?
Definitely felt stronger for sure. Definitely.
Felt stronger for sure.
It's
okay.
my arms. My arms start kicking in.
Okay. The core everything felt good in the core.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Definitely. I felt it right away. Like in my, the first 6 or 7, I felt stronger. But, my arms then start to kick in, and that's my weak spot.
Arms, we want strong arms. I'm just talking about like a very strong and together core.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Feeling good. All right. So we're going to start stretching a little bit, and we're not really going to do too much complication with stretching. We're just going to leave you feeling good for the rest of the day. Okay.
Sounds good.
Let's start stretching. So we'll do the